Hey guys, happy Sunday. Today's video is going to be another haul, as I'm sure you saw from the title, and I have so many new drugstore products to share with you this week. I have a Stitch Fix unboxing as well, so a lot of really fun stuff. And if you're new here, basically these are videos where I turn the camera around and focus mostly on the products themselves. We unbox everything as it comes in throughout the week, and then I swatch everything. It just gives you a really close-up look at the products themselves, and then at the end of the video, I'll let you know my thoughts on some of the things that I got a chance to try out, like with little mini reviews. So if that sounds good to you, then be sure to keep on watching. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I feature a lot of new makeup here on my channel, as well as dupes and a lot of drugstore focused content. So if that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump in, and I'll meet you guys back here at the end with some mini reviews. Good morning, guys. It's Monday. I got my Juvia's Place order over the weekend, and I had picked up their new Garden of Juvia's palette and also one of their new blush duos. They have a bunch of new colors out, and I love the original one that I got, so very, very excited. This is like a really bright, cool tone pink. So let's check out the palette first, and I'm really excited to show this to you guys because it looks so pretty on the website. It looks like kind of a pastel palette, very similar actually to the Natasha Denona pastel palette, so I'm definitely going to have to compare those in a video coming up soon, but here's a look inside. And this is something totally new for Juvia's Place. I feel like they often do bright, colorful palettes, but they're usually on the deeper side. So I love that they have a pastel option, and I really want to swatch this and see what it's like. So let's do a couple of live swatches really fast. This one is Calling My Name Money Tree. It looks like a duochrome. Looks like it's going to be so beautiful. And this one, Sunshine, also looks like it might be a duochrome. So let's see. Let's do a little swatch. Oh my gosh. That one is like a beautiful teal that shifts to pink. And then here's Sunshine. These are so foiled. All right, let's try a couple more shimmers really quick, and then we'll do some matte shades. So I want to see this one, Purple Orchid. Now, just to let you guys know, these are the kind of shades, like they really don't have a lot of fallout at all. When you press your finger into them, they kind of compact. So I don't know if you can see, it's not like it's getting hard pan, but they just press down. They're really firmly pressed. So they're not creating a lot of crumbliness or a lot of kick up, but also they're kind of putting a sheer light layer on your finger versus like a bunch of shadows. So I just wanted to mention that really quickly because it's a little bit different than some of their other palettes. All right, so yeah, there's that one, so pretty. And then this pink. They're almost like the feel of a topper, but they're more pigmented than a topper. They're not completely sheer. So these look really stunning. All right, let's do a couple of matte shades. I know sometimes when it comes to pastel palettes, mattes are not often the most pigmented, but I mean, this is Juvia's Place, so I'm guessing they're gonna be. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yes they are. Look at that. Definitely. These are not sheer, so. All right, well, let me go ahead and just swatch the entire palette out on my arm, and we'll see what all the shades look like. Okay, so wow, you guys, this is so pretty. I did swatch each shimmer shade twice just so you guys could see the full pigment. They're not super sheer, but they're a little bit on the sheerer side just because they're more difficult to pick up. But overall, I think they give just a beautiful effect. And the matte shades feel so like soft and velvety. They have a really nice formula, very similar to their other palettes. So I'm loving this. I can't wait to wear it. And I also do have a coupon code for Juvia's Place, so I'll leave that down below. It's just Jen, and it'll save you 10%. I believe this is also now at Ulta as well. So if you prefer Ulta, then definitely go grab it there. But yeah, really beautiful. And then let me just show you guys the blush really quick. This looked so pretty online. This is volume 4. So yeah, this is gorgeous. This is like the perfect cool tone pink. This kind of looks like that Dior blush or the Persona Bubble blush. So I really like that. And then you also have a little bit of a deeper option here too. So, all right, so these have a very soft velvety feel, just like their matte eyeshadows, and they really pick up nicely. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to be pretty careful when applying these, just not to overdo it, because whoa, like look at that pigment. Probably a little bit is going to go a very long way with these. Like I should probably be okay with the lighter one, but I think the deeper one I'm just gonna have to use very sparingly, but how pretty is that? I've just been loving cool tone blushes lately. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the new palette and the new blushes down below. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. I just got a couple packages in the mail that I wanted to share. The first one is from Eva NYC, and this is their Freshen Up Invisible Dry Shampoo. It says it gives a just washed look even on day 3. And it has rice starch and argan oil, so I'll definitely have to test this out this week and see what I think of it. Also, I got a couple things from Amazon. I got this mascara from a brand called Hamish. A few of you guys had told me about it. It's a K-Beauty brand. I did have an eye cream of theirs a while ago that I really loved, and it's their Smudge Stop mascara. It's a tubing formula, so a lot of you were saying that this is like the best tubing formula out there, so I wanted to try that. And I also wanted to try one of the What's Up Beauty nail polishes because I love their palettes. As you guys know, I've showed those a couple of times, the Geodes and Desert Monsoon, and I love the formula. So I wanted to see what their nail polish was all about. And I also got a box from Makeup Revolution, so we'll see what's in here. So let's go ahead and just bring everything upstairs and check it out. All right, so first I want to check out this nail polish because I got the shade Earth-like, and I'm hoping that it's a good dupe for my Ciate London Cyclone nail polish. This nail polish is kind of like a brownish base, but it has some blue shifts to it. It's just the most beautiful and interesting color. And every time I wore this in videos, I always got requests to know what it was. And Ciate doesn't make it anymore. This one looks really, really similar. So I just want to do like a comparison between them. So this is Earth-like, and then this is Cyclone. I feel like they do look really similar. Earth-like also seems to have that brown base with the blue shimmer in it. So I think I'm just gonna do like one on one hand, one on the other. Okay, so here's the What's Up Beauty on my left hand, and then the Ciate on my right. I definitely think they're close, but the Ciate has more of that blue shift, which just makes it so pretty and so unique. I feel like the What's Up Beauty one doesn't really have a shift to it. It's more like a brown with blue glitter, but it's still a beautiful nail polish. I can't complain. It's just not a dupe for my Ciate one, unfortunately. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this one really quickly. Like I said, I do still think it's a very pretty kind of unique nail polish, so I do like it, and I would definitely try more from them as well. Next, let's just take a quick look at the Smudge Stop mascara. So like I said, this is a tubing formula, and I just want to take a look at the brush, but I'm going to have to try it out this week and then let you guys know at the end what my thoughts are. But here's the tube. It's really pretty. And then it has a curved wand like that. So it's more of the traditional style mascara wand. It's not one of the new rubbery silicone ones. And just by kind of looking at it, like how it came out of the tube, it looks like it's probably going to be one of those moussey, like drier type formulas. So I'll definitely be giving this a try this week. And like I said, I'll let you guys know my thoughts. And then I just wanted to see what I got from Makeup Revolution. So this says Contour Studio. And they sent 2 products in here. We have the Fast Base Contour Stick and Contour Powder Compact, and both are in the shade Light. So it looks like here they have a bunch of different options to choose from. And then their Ultra Cream Bronzer, which they didn't send, but I actually just talked about that in my latest dupes video, and it is amazing. It's become one of my absolute favorite cream bronzers. I like it even more than my high-end ones. So let's see what these are like. So Fast Base Contour Stick looks like it has the contour on one end and then like a highlight on the other. And it gives you kind of like a little face chart here where to use each one. Okay, so here's a look at the stick. It's actually very heavy. I wasn't expecting that at all. So this is the contour side. It's actually very, very light, and it's kind of warm for a contour. Usually I think of a contour as more of a grayish tone, so I'm kind of surprised to see that this looks a little bit more like a bronzer. And then let's look at the highlight side over here. I know NYX also makes a product very similar to this. But overall, I feel like the packaging of this one feels a lot nicer than the NYX. Hold on, let me just move this out of the way because I feel like it keeps wanting to focus on the box and not the product. So yeah, this definitely feels nicer than the NYX one. But let's take a quick look. We'll do some swatches. So here is the highlight shade. It seems really creamy. And then here's the contour. Yeah, I mean, this would be a very subtle contour. In a way, it could be good because sometimes when I've used contour products in the past, if they're too dark, I feel like they look really obvious. This one might blend into my skin better and just sort of give more of a subtle look. So let me just try blending it out and we'll see how it blends. Wow, so this is blending out pretty effortlessly. I mean, look at that. It has a very seamless type of finish to it, and it has a powdery finish, so it doesn't feel sticky in the slightest bit. Wow, I really like how that feels on my skin. It's just incredibly silky and smooth, so I love the feel of it. Again, not sure about this color. It does seem kind of warm, but if worse comes to worse, I could just use it like as a cream bronzer as well. Next, let's check out the powder version. Okay, so here's the outer packaging. Again, very nice. I'm actually impressed with the packaging on both of these products. It has like that rubberized finish that a lot of the NARS products have, and it just feels really heavy in your hand. And then inside we have the powders. See, now these powders look a little bit deep for a lighter skin tone. I felt like this looked kind of extra light. I mean, maybe they're a little more sheer, so why don't we swatch them and just see how they come out. They feel very velvety and soft though. And there's a lot of pigmentation to these. I don't think these are gonna go on sheer at all. All right, so I still have the other one here. I'm just gonna put them over here, I guess. Yeah. So these are pretty pigmented. Let me see if I can kind of blend them out. They do feel very soft, which I like, but so there they are kind of blended out a little bit more. I don't know, guys. I would feel a little bit nervous using powders that were this dark on my skin tone. That's just me, but I feel like it's almost too much contrast. But I usually go for a really subtle look, so that's probably why. Then let's check out the highlight really quick. This feels really nice and soft. I'm just gonna put it here. That's a beautiful highlight. It's really, really intense. Let me just blend it a little. It does have some chunkiness to it. Like you can kind of see little particles blending away a bit, but overall it looks very pretty on the skin. It's a little bit more than I would normally wear, but anyway, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these and whether you're into using contour products or whether you're kind of past that point. I know it was like a huge trend for a while. I don't hear a lot of people talking about contouring anymore because that whole like clean, no makeup look is in now, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. I actually like this one, like the convenience of having it in a stick, and I felt like the cream just felt like such a beautiful formula. So anyway, let me know what you think of both of these. Hey all, it's Wednesday and I just got back from Ulta and I picked up these brand new palettes from Lagirl. They actually have 3 of them all together, but I didn't get the more neutral one because it was not in stock at the store. So I got the Pro Jewels one, which looks so pretty, and then Pro Pastels. So I figured we would open these up and take a closer look and we'll do some swatches. Okay, so let's take a look at Pro Jewels first. I really, really like this one a lot. I love like this rosy tone section right here, and these greens are super pretty too. So let's do a couple quick live swatches. We'll see what the formula's like, and then I'll show you the whole palette. All right, so let's do a couple of shimmer shades first. Okay, those are beautiful. They felt really, really soft, easy to pick up. Let's just do 1 or 2 more. This one here feels kind of like a topper. It's very firmly pressed and harder to pick up. I just pick up like a really sheer layer. Let's do this green. All right, so there's that topper. It has like little micro glitters in it. And then this green is just a regular shimmer shade as well. These are so pigmented though overall. Okay, let's just grab a couple of matte shades. Ooh, look at the pigment on that. Really easy to pick up. I love LA Girl's formula. I think it's honestly one of the best at the drugstore. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and swatch out this whole palette and we'll see what all the colors look like. All right, so here's Pro Jewels. Everything swatched beautifully. The only one that's more of a topper is this gold that I live swatched. Everything else feels like a regular shimmer shade. This other gold also has little micro glitters in it, but the rest of them are just very smooth, buttery type shimmer shades. I felt like the mattes were very soft and easy to swatch as well. So very excited to play with this palette. I think the color story is just beautiful. And then next we have Pro Pastels, and I feel like this is not all pastel, which I like. There are a couple of deeper shades. There's this one. These blues aren't really pastels either. So I'm glad that they gave a little bit of depth in here without like going too light, because I do like to add a little bit of depth here and there for most looks. So anyway, let's go ahead and swatch this one. All right, so here's all the swatches. There's only one topper shade in here, and it's this one, which actually has like a duochrome shift to it. It's so pretty. It's kind of like a blue to purple. And I'm loving the blues in this palette too. I feel like they're not super bright, especially this one. I just think it's gorgeous. It's almost like a steely blue-gray. And then you have some warmer, peachier tones up here. So it's really nice because I feel like you can do some cool tone looks. You can do some warm with it as well. And the formula feels fantastic on this one too. So I definitely feel like I want the neutral one now. It's kind of like a rosy tone neutral palette. So I'm definitely going to check that one out as well. Hello, it's Thursday. I got my Stitch Fix order, which I'm going to try on for you guys. So I let my stylist know that we're going on vacation at the end of the month, so I just said to kind of send some vacation-friendly items. It looks like there's a pair of shoes in here, and then the rest is clothing. And like I've said in previous videos, I have struggled with a lot of weight gain. 2 years ago, I went on medication for high blood pressure, and I gained like 30 pounds in 2 years, even through exercising every day and watching what I eat. So it's just really been a struggle, and I've had to keep going up in clothing sizes, and I've had to constantly switch out my wardrobe. And Stitch Fix has actually been amazing because they really have the cutest styles, and for once I actually feel like they have things that I can wear. Every time I go to the mall, I just feel like everything is crop tops and like super trendy pieces that I'm just not comfortable wearing. All right, so these are the 4 pieces that I got as far as clothing. A really cute dress. I'm excited about this one. Also a halter top that's floral. Then we have a tank top that kind of ties at the bottom here, and a pair of cut-off denim shorts. And then the shoes that they sent over are a pair of flip-flops from Dolce Vita, but they're actually like, they have a leather bottom and they're a little bit more structured than a normal flip-flop. They just have like a tiny little heel there. So they're not like the typical rubber, really casual flip-flops. They're just a little tiny bit more dressy. So let's go ahead and try everything on. Okay, so here is the dress first. I love this. This is so cute. It fits perfectly. I was a little bit nervous because I recently lost a little bit of weight in the last month because I started doing intermittent fasting. So I went from like 165 pounds to about 157 or so. So I switched my dresses and tops from larges back down to mediums again, and this is a medium. It fits perfectly. And just for reference, I'm 5'5.5", so it comes to like just above my knee here. It's not too short, not too long. I think it is just perfect. I really love the color, and the buttons are super cute as well. So I think this is adorable. And these are the flip-flops down here. I'm not sure that I'll keep them because they really just look like regular flip-flops for the most part. They don't have the comfort of regular flip-flops because they're very stiff. So I don't mind wearing like a stiffer sandal if it looks a little bit more elevated, but these just look like your everyday basic flip-flops. So I might send those back. All right, then next up we have the shorts and the halter top. I actually really like this top. I think it's super cute. And it actually, even though it looks like it's a blousey material, it's cottony feeling. It's really nice and soft. And I like the print. I think it's super cute. I'm not crazy about the shorts. I think they're just a little bit shorter than what I would normally wear. I usually like my shorts to be maybe just like an inch longer than this. So I probably won't keep the shorts. These are actually in a size 12 and the top is a medium. I think the medium fits just fine. But yeah, I'm just not crazy about the way that the shorts look on me. So I'm probably going to send those back. All right, and then here's the last top, and I just switched back to the shorts that I was wearing before I did the try on. And these I got from Stitch Fix also. I think it was my May box, and I really love these. So anyway, I'm not normally crazy about wearing black tops in the summer. For some reason, I just feel like it's too hot, but this one is 100% cotton and it's like a gauzy material. It is so thin. It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. So I don't know, I might actually consider keeping this one. I'm not sure yet because like I said, I don't wear black very often, but I think the style of the top is cute, so I'd love to hear what you guys think down below. What should I keep from this Stitch Fix and which things should I give back? Hey guys, it's Friday and Henry and I are just heading out to Walmart. We're gonna go check out the beauty aisle. I know, fun for you. But I haven't been to Walmart in a while, so I just wanted to see what's new. It's about 95 degrees here today, so we're absolutely roasting, and it's gonna be that way for the next several days. So anyway, hopefully I find something good. If I do, I will definitely share it with you guys when I get back. All right, so I ended up getting quite a few things in here. I got some things from Profusion and Hard Candy. What did you get back there?
I got Jurassic World stuff.
Oh, they're actually, I think they're surprise boxes, right? So we don't know exactly what's going to be in them, but we'll find out, right? Okay, so here's everything I got. I got some Profusion stuff. They have these new little 6-pan palettes. They also had a cream blush from that collection. They had 2 different colors. One of them was sold out, so I just got this one to try. And they also had these duo shadows, like the liquid shadows with a matte on one side and a shimmer on the other. I thought this purple one looked so pretty. They had a couple different options to choose from. And then Hard Candy has new little mini palettes, kind of like the e.l.f. bite-sized ones. So I was really curious about these. They also had larger 18-pan palettes that also look like the big e.l.f. palettes, but I haven't traditionally been a big fan of Hard Candy's formula, so I didn't want to try those just yet. I figured I'll try these little ones, see how they are. If the formula has improved, then maybe I'll check out the bigger ones. So let's go ahead and just swatch everything and open it up and take a closer look. So let's take a look at these Hard Candy ones first. I got the shades Bear, which is like really neutral. Then I got Purr, which has rosy tones. This one looks so pretty. I think this one might be my favorite. Then I got Burn, which is warm tones. And then Envy, which has some greens. They had a blue one there too, but all the colors in it were shattered. And then they had one that was kind of like more hot pinks that I wasn't really crazy about either. So I just figured I'd get these few to try out. So let's just live swatch a couple of these. We'll see what the formula's like. So let me see the shimmer shades. This one looks a little bit more satiny. And then this one looks a little more metallic. All right, well, the swatch is really nice so far, so that's a good sign. Let's see how the mattes are. All right, so they didn't swatch as well, but it's still not really an indication of how they'll apply to your eyes. All right, let me just do some arm swatches of all of these and we'll see what they all look like. All right, so here's Purr, and I built up the matte shades just twice. I just doubled them up a little bit. The shimmers are just one swipe, and I really love this one. I love how you get like a lighter crease shade here, then a deeper outer corner color, and then the 2 different shimmer options to choose from. And then this one is Bear, so just a close-up look at that. I really like this one a lot too. I feel like you have a really beautiful inner corner highlight, you have a matte crease color, a beautiful peachy shimmer for your lid, and then a deeper outer corner shade as well. All right, so then the next one is Burn. I feel like this one has the best formula of all of them so far. I mean, they've all swatched really well for the most part, but this one, like, look at this shimmer shade, this coppery one. It's so smooth, and I felt like these mattes were very pigmented too, just in one swipe. So this one seems awesome, especially if you like warm tones. And then the last one I have is Envy. And then here's this one swatched out. I felt like these all swatched really well. This one was a little bit stiff, this dark green. So I did have to layer this one like 3 times just to, build it up a little bit. It was slightly patchy, but I feel like a lot of really dark colors are like that when you swatch them. I generally just use a little bit for my outer corner. I'm normally not using a lot, like a big swatch. So I'm not sure, if it'll apply differently to the eyes, but this is really stunning as well. I think if you like greens, this is a beautiful palette. And I love that these are only a couple of dollars. They were like $3.98, like around $4 each. So I think they're really cute. Next up, let's check out the Profusion palettes. So we have Thai Milk Tea, which is like a peachy color story. You have 3 mattes here, and then you have 3 kind of shimmers. This one's actually a matte with micro glitter, I think. This one's like a marbled shimmer. And then this one, I don't think it's a pressed glitter, but it might be. We'll have to swatch it to find out. And then Berry Milk Tea has 4 matte shades, and then you have this one, which I can't really tell what it is. It might just be like a metallic shade, and then you have a marbled shimmer shade as well. And then Matcha Milk Tea has 2 matte shades. This one is kind of like a satiny looking shimmer. This one as well, but it has some chunkier glitter pieces in it. Then you have your marbled shade and then a regular shimmer. So why don't we do just some quick live swatches first? I'm pretty familiar with Profusion's formula, but I just want to see how these are. So here's a couple of matte shades. I still have glitter all over my hand from the other palette, sorry. All right, so the mattes swatch really nicely. Let me see if this marbled shade is like a shimmer or what is it? This one's actually a matte. Interesting. It looked like it had a little bit of glitter in it, but it could have been fallout from like this one. That one, it doesn't show up that well. All right, that one's like a little bit on the sheer side as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch these all on my arm and we'll take a quick look. Okay, so I feel like there might be a couple of duds in this palette. There was a surprise duochrome. This one is really, really pretty. It swatched beautifully. I felt like this matte green did also, as well as this shimmer shade here. And the peach one swatched really nicely. This one, which was the marbled matte shade, it just is like lacking in pigment. I had to try to build this up like 3 times and that's all I got out of it. It feels very dry and stiff. And then this gold shimmer shade also was a little bit more on the sheer side. So I feel like this palette is kind of hit and miss with the formula, but again, I'm gonna have to try it on my eyes and see how it works out there, but those are just some initial thoughts. Okay, and then Berry Milk Tea swatched amazingly. These mattes are all so pigmented. I did 2 swipes of each, but even in one swipe, I felt like they were really good. This shade is actually a cream shadow and it's beautiful. That's just one swipe. It has a gorgeous duochrome shift to it. And then this marbled shade is kind of like a shimmery marble. And then this was a marbled shade and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not matte like the one in the green palette and it swatched really beautifully as well. So I'm not normally into pinks, but I think this is so pretty. And then here's the peachy one, Thai Milk Tea. So this one is also a cream shadow and it's beautiful. Again, it's a duochrome. So you have like a peach that shifts to gold. Then this one was the matte shade with the micro glitter. That one swatched nicely. This was the marbled shade, which also swatched pretty well. These 2, I did have to build up quite a bit. They were sheer. They were a little bit harder to pick up with my finger. And then this matte shade, like it's almost blending into my skin tone, so you can't see it that well. But yeah, overall, I think this one is really pretty as well. All right, and then last but not least, we have the cream blush and the duo eyeshadow. So the cream blush is in the shade Terrific. The other one seemed more peachy and this one's a little bit more rosy. So let's see what the texture is like. All right, so wow, that is really, really pigmented. So probably a little bit of this will go a long way. So that's what it looks like in a swatch. Let me just see what it looks like blended out a little. This is a beautiful pop of color. I feel like it's a very natural looking flush, like the color my cheeks would be when I come in from outside in the cold. That's beautiful. And then let's check out the double-ended shadow. So this one has like a brush tip applicator. It seems pretty pigmented, like it's not going on patchy or streaky at all. So far, so good. And then here's the matte shade. Oh my gosh, like look at that pigment. It's so smooth and like not even the slightest bit patchy at all. And that's incredible. I'm so excited to see how this performs on the eyes. I don't know, since it's Friday, if I'm going to be able to let you guys know by the end of the video, but I'll have to update you later, maybe in like a speed reviews video, or if I do favorites or something and I end up really liking this, I'll definitely include it. But I'd love to hear from you guys if any of you have tried these. Let us know how they are down below. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I just wanted to hop on really quickly. I got a new palette from Physicians Formula at CVS. I also got something from Beauty Pie in PR, so I just wanted to share these. I actually already filmed my intro and my mini reviews at the end, so these are not going to make it into that part, but I still just wanted to do some swatches. So this is the Breakfast Club Saturday Detention Face Palette. I got volume 1. There's also a volume 2 that's a little bit deeper. I saw on Physicians Formula's Instagram that they're actually coming out with an eyeshadow palette in this collection too, but I didn't see that one in store. They had some lipsticks and a mascara. So this is the palette. Let me just take the plastic off. And I thought this looked so pretty. You have two highlights here. We have the brain and the basket case. Then we have the princess and the rebel as far as blushes. And then there's two bronzers, the athlete and class of 84. I just felt like all these colors look so perfect. And up here they just have some photos from the movie. Definitely one of my favorite movies. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all the shades so we can see what they look like. All right, so I wasn't sure if any of the highlighters were their cream formula. They're not. They're both powder. This one has like a duochrome shift to it. I don't know if you can tell on camera. And then this one is just a beautiful like champagne gold. The two blushes are both matte finish. Then you have like a satiny bronzer, and this one is matte. And I feel like this one's probably a little too light for me. This one's like almost bordering on too deep, but I feel like maybe if I just dip my brush into both of them, this one will kind of lighten this one up a little bit. So I think that'll be perfect right in the middle. Plus, I feel like if I have a little bit more of a tan going on, I can always use this one, maybe use this one more in the winter time. But overall, I really love the colors. I love that they included a cool tone blush and a warmer one as well. So it's definitely a really versatile face palette at the drugstore. So I love that. And then Beauty Pie sent over their awesome bronze, and I think I don't know if they've reformulated these or if they've just changed the packaging. I did have this one originally, so let me just grab that one really quick and we can kind of compare the two. All right, so this is the old one. This is the Quantum Bronzer in Goldilocks, and I believe that's one of the shades that they sent me as well. So this is actually the Empty Compact. It says it's a refillable compact and it fits large Beauty Pie powders. It's magnetic, so basically you don't just have to use it for the bronzer, you can use it for any Beauty Pie powders. And then the actual bronzers are in here. Ooh, so they're actually stamped with a pattern now. The old one was just plain. And this one is the shade Sunnyside. So this is actually one that I don't have. Compact is really nice. So I think it's definitely an upgrade from the old packaging. Not that it was bad, but this is way sleeker and really pretty. And then this one is the shade Goldilocks, which is the same as the one that I had before. So let me just look at the colors side by side. Yeah, it's definitely the same color. It just has the pattern stamped on it. I'm actually not going to swatch this one. I'm just going to keep it fresh. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that over there. So let me just swatch this Goldilocks, and then I want to see this one, Sunnyside, because it actually looks like a cooler tone bronzer. This color looks perfect. All right, so here's a look at Sunnyside and Goldilocks. So Goldilocks I've been using for a long time, and even though it's warmer than Sunnyside, I don't feel like it's particularly orangey. It's really like a great color either way. But I am really loving this one because I really like cool tone bronzers on my skin tone as well. These are so pretty. The powder feels so velvety, and both of them have a little bit more of a satiny finish versus a matte. So anyway, I just wanted to share those really quickly for those of you who are Beauty Pie members. They have new bronzers out, so these feel really silky and really nice. So definitely check them out. All right, guys, so that's everything. Let's go ahead and just go through some of the products that I got a chance to try out. So let's start out with the Garden of Juvia's palette. I've really been enjoying this so much. I actually, after I unboxed it, I compared it to the Natasha Denona pastel palette. It was so similar. I decided to feature it in my last dupes video. So that one actually went up before this one earlier this week. And I was wearing some shades from the palette, some of the purples, and I love how the eye look came out. It's just beautiful. And I used it again 2 more times this week and just really love the formula. I think it's so good. So if you like pastels, I highly recommend this one. I like it even better than the Natasha Denona pastel palette. I could see myself using this one a lot more. I also featured the Duo blush from Juvia's Place in that dupes video as well, and I compared the lighter pink shade to the Dior Rosy Glow blush and the Persona Bubble Blush. So if you missed my dupes video, definitely go back and check that one. It's the last video that I did, but I'll also go ahead and link it down below. When it comes to the mascara from Hamish, I'm not sure if that's how you say this brand, if it's Hamish, but anyway, this is that tubing mascara, and initially I was super impressed with this. It gives me really, really big lashes for a tubing formula, and I was actually thinking maybe this could be a Thrive alternative. I thought it gave great length and volume. I was just really impressed initially. But I would say the downside to this one is that the little tubes tend to come off just randomly throughout the day. So I've noticed, like, even now, I feel like I have something in this eye right here. And if I go look in the mirror, I'll probably see like a little chunk of black from the mascara, like sitting on top of my contact lens. And it just happens kind of throughout the day as I wear this. I tried it earlier in the week and it happened. I put it on again today, like hoping that it wouldn't, but I've been wearing it for a few hours now and it's still flaking into my eyes everywhere. So while I love the results that it gives, and it's super easy to remove just like the Thrive mascara, it's just uncomfortable. As a contact lens wearer, having these little flakes constantly in my eyes is just not something that I want to deal with. So sadly, I'm gonna have to give this one a negative rating just because of that. But if you don't wear contacts, maybe it won't bother your eyes quite as much. I'm not sure. I know several of you had recommended it to me, so I don't know if I just got a bad one or maybe it was dried out, but I was a little bit disappointed in this one. Also, when it comes to the Revolution products, they really confuse me a lot. I did try using the powder one and I just felt like it went on just too dark for me. It was muddy. The highlight was really chunky and kind of crumbly looking. And this, while I loved the formula of it, I used this one the other day and I just felt like the contour shade is the wrong color for contour. It warmed up my skin a little bit. I tried contouring like my nose area and underneath my cheek, and it just looked like I was applying a really light bronzer. I'm not really loving these two either. I don't know if the powder compact comes in like a fair option, maybe something a little bit lighter, but then this one's in the shade light and I feel like it's too light and definitely too warm. So those were kind of a miss for me as well. The Lagirl palettes also are fantastic. I did wear the Jewels one. I haven't worn the Pro Pastels yet, but they feel like the exact same formula, and this really just applied so beautifully to my eyes, and I'm always impressed with these. I definitely want to go back and get that rosy toned one if they have it in stock next time I'm at Ulta. I saw Mrs. Melissa M here on YouTube share that one on her channel, and it looks so beautiful, and I really love rosy toned palettes, so I think I'll definitely pick that one up if I happen to see it. As far as the Profusion palettes, I'm wearing the Berry Milk Tea one today. I thought it would go perfectly with this dress that I got from Stitch Fix, and it applied so nicely. I felt like the matte shades that I used were a little bit sheer, like I did have to build them up. I used this one in my crease, but I like that. I don't like something that goes on too pigmented right off the bat, because then I feel like I'm blending and blending. So I like just being able to kind of add light layers, and I felt like this applied so nicely. I used this cream shade, the shifting one, on my lids, and it's like one of my favorite eyeshadows. I want to wear this one every day. It's just so pretty. And then I just put a little touch of this deeper red in the outer corner, but hardly any, because that one is really pigmented. So overall, I felt like this was such a cute little palette. I'm really enjoying all these mini palettes that are coming out lately. I also wore the Profusion blush today. This is in the shade Terrific, and it looks like kind of a bright reddish in the pan, but as you guys saw when I blended it out on my arm earlier earlier in the video. It's definitely like the perfect flush. It's such a beautiful color and the formula is great too. It dries right down to the powdery finish. It's not sticky or tacky at all, so it's like the perfect cream blush formula that I love, so love that. I didn't get a chance to try out the double-ended eyeshadow yet, but again, let me know if you guys have tried those. And also I haven't tried the hard candy little mini palettes yet, so again, if I end up loving them, I'll definitely include them in a video and let you know my thoughts soon. I guess that's pretty much it. I've been loving this dress from Stitch Fix. It's so beautiful. It's been like 95 degrees every day this week, and I love wearing dresses when it's super hot out because they're just like the coolest option. And this is adorable. I've had great luck with Stitch Fix, so if you are interested, I do have a link to them down below. They're not sponsoring me at all, and I'm not even an affiliate with them, but anybody who goes on Stitch Fix, they'll give you your own personal link to share with other people, and it gives them $25 off. So if you're thinking about joining, use my link, and that way you'll get an extra $25 to use towards like your first fix. So anyway, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you like these videos, be sure to subscribe before you go. Thank you guys so much for spending part of your weekend here with me. I appreciate it so much. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and a good week ahead. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.